Alcoholism. What is alcoholism? Well, according to the Gale Encyclopedia, alcoholism is the psychological and behavioral disorder caused by the compulsive need of alcohol. Why is alcoholism important, you say? Well, it's important to educate yourself about alcoholism because 1, it can be very addicting, and 2, it alters the chemicals in your brain which control pleasure and emotion. What are the causes of alcoholism? Well, excessive drinking alters the chemicals in the brain which make the brain desire alcohol even more, and this obviously leads to alcoholism. So, Alina, how long have you been drinking?
I've been drinking alcohol for 4 years now.
Okay. And have you experienced any symptoms, anything out of the ordinary that your parents may have commented on?
Yeah, they said I became very talkative and I had a mood change, mood swings a lot. They said I started to eat less and less, so I guess that's it.
Now, did you experience any physical withdrawal symptoms, like nausea, shaking?
Yeah, a lot of the time.
Now, what about drinking alone or maybe hiding your drinking?
After a couple of years, it came to that extent.
What about a compulsive need to drink, unable to control your intake of alcohol, that sort of thing?
Yeah.
Okay, now, clearly these are all symptoms of alcoholism, and I think what we're going to do is we're going to put you in one of our treatment centers, and hopefully you can improve and get better, and we can work through this.
Okay. So Sarah, I keep hearing all these things about how alcohol affects the body, but how does alcohol affect the brain?
Well, alcohol affects how the brain functions. It affects how someone thinks, as well as slows down mental responses. It also affects the change in behavior and mood of an individual. How does it affect the heart?
Good question. Alcohol affects the heart because you can cause your blood pressure to rise. Did you know that it increases your heart rate and causes your heart to beat abnormally? Also, it can make your heart be very enlarged. What about the liver?
Well, alcohol causes liver inflammation. This can lead to either liver cancer or even liver failure. I heard that alcohol affects the stomach. How so?
Good question, though. Alcohol affects the stomach because you're essentially putting empty calories in your body. You may have heard the term beer belly. That's basically it. Also, if you drink too much alcohol, it can cause you to vomit. Alcohol reacts with the chemicals in your stomach to make you want to throw up. Also, did you know that it causes stomach ulcers and cancer?
Did you know that alcohol affects the reproductive system for both male and females? For females, it causes discomfort, painful, and irregular periods.
Did you know that if you drink too much alcohol, you're essentially weakening your immune system? You're putting too many chemicals in your body. Hello everyone, welcome to the Alcoholics Anonymous Director Board meetings. Please sit down. We are here today to discuss the treatment plan for the youth program. So this year we're going to have them set short-term and long-term goals to set. We're gonna have them look for behavioral change and make a timeline and look at where it got worse and where they start to drink alcohol. We're gonna have them see doctors, counselors, and attend group meetings regularly. For psychological counseling, we're gonna have again group meetings, a lot of group meetings, where they can share their problems and sort of emotions, how they feel, and why they're so attached to alcohol. We're going to have them understand the outcomes, physically and emotionally. And we're going to come up with strategies for them to recover. That's our main goal, to recover. So what do you have?
I was thinking along terms of detoxification. So it normally takes 2 to 7 days. And it just sort of helps the alcoholic clean out their system. And it has the body go without alcohol for 2 to 7 days. And hopefully they can sort of get over it, and then we'll go from there. What about you, Sarah?
I was thinking medication like naltrexone, which is used to reduce the cravings for alcohol. There's also disulfiram, which is used to prevent drinking, but it does come with side effects such as vomiting, dizziness, but they only last for a certain period of time, and after everything is back to normal, and hopefully the alcoholic will stop wanting to drink and start trying to make changes.
These are all really good ideas, and we're definitely going to use them in this year's program. So throughout the video, we talked about what alcoholism is, symptoms, causes, and major body organs and systems affected. We haven't talked about the overall effect of alcoholism. So what's some short-term effects, guys?
Some short-term causes are accidents. So most of the time it's car accidents, and obviously these are unintentional, but a lot of the time when people are leaving parties and they're drunk, they think that they can drive, and that usually ends up into a car accident. Some other short-term causes are vomiting, dizziness, and unconsciousness.
Don't forget massive headaches and change in mood. There's also blackouts. People tend to drink a lot at parties and blackout, and they don't remember what happened before.
Anemia too, right?
Yeah.
So, did you guys know that globally, alcohol misuse is the 5th leading risk factor of premature death and disabilities among people between the ages of 15 and 45? So, to talk more about long terms, what do you guys think?
Some long-term causes are stroke and death. A lot of the time, alcoholism can lead to death because you may overdose on alcohol and your body doesn't know what to do. So that can lead to stroke and death.
There's also high blood pressure. It is important because when people drink a lot, their blood pressure rises and it can cause a stroke too.
There's also things like cancer, liver diseases, and like alcohol poisoning, right?
Mm-hmm.
So did you guys know that about 1 in 4 college students report academic consequences from drinking alcohol? Such as like missing classes, falling behind in class, and doing poorly on tests and papers?